Hello everybody! Hello Acorns and all sorts, and mummies and daddies and grannies and granddads and anybody else who's joining us today. It's lovely to have you with us on our journey to Bethlehem following the star. Here it is. We've been following it we've had 17 whole days following it already, haven't we? There it is, it's still in the sky, shining brightly, showing us the way. I wonder what you've been up to today. It's been very rainy. We got a bit soggy, didn't we, Benjamin? We've been trying to do a bit of Christmas shopping, but we didn't get very far, really. But I heard a rumour that all you children who are at school have finished now for the holidays, which is extremely exciting because it means we can properly go down on a countdown to Christmas, doesn't it? And we've worked out, Benjamin, haven't we, that it's 7 sleeps till Christmas Day. And if you count down to Christmas Eve, it's 6 sleeps to Christmas Eve. So it's getting more exciting by the day. And we are so looking forward to finding the baby Jesus at the end of our road, aren't we? Aren't we, Benjamin? Oh, I hope you liked Jenny's picture today. It was really mysterious and beautiful. It's like a cave with a star through the window. And we have a lovely friend who's called Shoshana, and she has been to Israel, and she said it reminded her of Jerusalem in Israel. And Israel is the place where Jesus grew up. So that's extra special, isn't it? That we know that painting looks like there. Well, Benjamin, what do you think? Is it Big Red Door time? I think it is. Yes, shall we get on with it? Let's have a look behind the door. Now, Benjamin and the little lamb are both very excited about what might be behind the big red door because they know that they're going to meet whoever's behind it on the journey, and that's very exciting for them. So here we are, big red door, and look, a new number has appeared. There it is. Well, Benjamin and little lamb, do you know what the number is today? Oh, little lamb says she's been watching. She's been watching Benjamin guessing the numbers, and she knows that you at home know what it says as well. Are you able to tell us? Look, it's got 2 numbers still, and there's a number 1. And what's that curly number? Yes, it's an 8, isn't it? So a 1 first and then an 8 makes 18. That's right, because it's the 18th day of our journey along the little road to Bethlehem, and it's the 18th of December. So it's getting very close to Christmas Day. Now, little lamb, that's enough excitement for her, I think. She's just going to have a little rest, and let's have a look what's behind the door, Benjamin, shall we? Ooh, well, not 1, not 2, but 3 new faces. Look at that. Can you tell who they are? They look very lovely, don't they? Let's have a closer look. Now then, Benjamin, what have we got? Well, Benjamin says they look like animals. And he says they look very friendly. Oh, and he says that he thinks that maybe they live in the woods. So that would explain why we're finding them on our journey, wouldn't it, Benjamin? Well, he says that this one here is very orange and it has a big bushy tail. And he says he thinks it likes to climb in the trees. What does that make it, Benjamin? Oh, yes, he says it's a squirrel. It's a very special squirrel because it's a red squirrel, isn't it? And what about this one here? Could that be a rabbit? Benjamin says it could be a rabbit. But he says there is a little clue on the top of the ears that mean it could be something else. Look, it's got a black top on each ear. What does that mean, Benjamin? Oh, he says it might even be a hare. We'll have to wait and see when we read the story, won't we? When he says there's a big clue as to what the other one is, because it's got what looks like a wing. And it's only got 2 legs and tail feathers and a little plume here. So it looks like a beautiful bird, doesn't it? I don't know what kind of bird it is. It looks magical almost. Well, Benjamin, so aren't we lucky? We've got a squirrel, a rabbit or a hare, and a beautiful purple bird. I wonder what they're going to do in the story. Shall we see?
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite.
Here we are, Advent Storybook. 24 stories to share before Christmas. I wonder if you're sitting in your lounge while you're listening, or whether you've gone up to bed and you're having it as a bedtime story. I wonder. Oh, Benjamin says we've got to say hello because there's a little boy called Evan who is Jenny's grandson. Jenny that painted all our pictures, and he's been watching every day. And he brings his teddy too, so Benjamin wanted to say a big hello to Evan. And Evan, we're going to read the story now. Let's see what it's all about. Oh, it's called The Bird, the Hare and the Squirrel. On December the 18th, Benjamin opened the next door and found a bird, a hare and a squirrel. Free, Benjamin. Thick fog covered the countryside. Goodness. Suddenly there appeared before the lamb and the little bear 3 animals, a bird, a hare and a squirrel. There's the bird, and there's the hare and the squirrel. The bird could not sing. Oh dear. The hare could not hear despite his large ears. And the squirrel could not jump, for his tail was lame. Oh dear. Where are you going? Asked the little bear. To someone who can help us, replied the squirrel. Then the 3 animals disappeared into the fog. Oh, goodness me. I wonder what they mean, thought the little bear. But he was very sleepy. So he lay his head on the lamb's back and fell asleep, thinking about it. Look, there they are. He's gone to sleep on the lamb's back. And look, he's got his lovely rose bush that he's still carrying for the child. And it does look foggy, doesn't it? I wonder what he's going to dream about. Then he had a dream. Above a very poor stable shone the star. Its light slipped through the opening onto the child lying in and the beautiful light and the manger full of hay with the baby lying in it. Goodness. How astonished the bear was suddenly to see the squirrel leaping joyfully around the laughing child. The birds sang and the hare kept time with his ears. Oh, how lovely. They said that they were looking for someone to help them, didn't they? It looks like the child was able to help them, even though he's a little baby in a manger. The little bear woke from his dream. Little lamb, he said, I saw the squirrel, the bird and the hare in the dream, and they were healthy. Rested, they cheerfully went on their way. Let's have another look, shall we? What a beautiful scene. Look at that. The hare, the squirrel and the bird at the foot of the manger. And who are those people there, the lady and the gentleman? I think they're probably the child's mummy and daddy. Oh, how wonderful that they're well. Oh, I hope the little bear's dream came true, said Benjamin. Mother Bear nodded. His dream was a kind of prayer, and the prayers that please God the most are the ones that we pray for others. Goodness, now that's a thought, isn't it, Benjamin? The dream was a kind of prayer because it showed what Benjamin was hoping dearly would happen for the hare and the bird and the squirrel. With his heart, with his whole heart, he wanted them to be well, didn't he? And that's really what a prayer is. I wonder if you have said some prayers for anybody that's poorly, or if you know anybody who's poorly. Well, I know that by thinking of them and holding them deep in your heart like Benjamin, and taking them to show them to God in your dreams, that you will really help them, because that helps God to help them feel better. And that's lovely, isn't it? Well, Benjamin, that was a special story, wasn't it? Gosh, the stories are getting more and more beautiful and more unusual as we go along, aren't they? And we're only a few steps away from Bethlehem. So, tonight you can have a lovely sleep and you can have lovely dreams, and maybe your dreams will be prayers too. And I know that God will hear them, whatever they say. So we'll see you tomorrow for the next step along our journey to Bethlehem, following the star. Bye for now.
Across the